This story is about a boy who fell in love with his best friend's sister. From the moment Daniel and Michael met, they were inseparable. Two boys who grew up on the same street. They went to the same secondary school. They played football on the same dusty field. They shared the same dreams. To Daniel, Michael wasn't just a friend. He was the brother he never had. Michael had a younger sister named Amara. Amara was quiet, gentle, and always smiling. She was that kind of girl who didn't talk much, but when she does, everyone listened. She had this warmth that could calm even the loudest storm. Daniel never thought much of her because she was Michael's little sister. But life, as always, has a quiet way to change things. Years passed, they all grew old. Michael and Daniel went to the same university together, while Amara stayed behind for her final year from secondary school. One day, during a school break, Daniel came home to visit his parents, and that was when he saw her again. Amara had changed. She wasn't the shy little girl anymore. She was grown, confident, and beautiful in a way that was simple but powerful. Daniel didn't say anything that day, but something shifted inside him. He tried to fight it. After all, she was Michael's sister, his best friend's sister. But love doesn't always ask for permission. They stayed talking more often. Small conversation that slowly turned into long midnight chats. She would ask him about life, dream, and sometimes things she couldn't tell her brother. But love stories are never that simple. One night, after a family dinner at Michael's house, Amara walked Daniel out to the gate. The street was quiet. The night breeze was soft. He looked at her and for a moment forgot who she was. All he saw was a woman who made his heart race. He whispered, "Amara, if I say I've fallen in love for you, would that ruin everything?" She looked down, stayed silent for a moment, and then said softly, "Daniel, I've been trying not to fall the same way." They didn't kiss, they didn't hug, but in the silence, everything changed. For months, they kept it a secret, meeting after classes, sharing moments too deep to explain. But secrets have a way of finding light. One afternoon, Michael borrowed Daniel's phone just to make a quick call. And what he saw broke him. Dozens of messages from his sister. Words like, "I miss you, be safe, my love." He didn't say any word to Daniel for days. Then one evening, he showed up at Daniel's place. No greeting, no smiling. Michael said, "Bro, tell me it's not true," with his voice trembling. "Michael, I didn't plan it. I tried to stop it." And Michael replied, "Stop what? Loving my sister? You are like a brother to me." "Daniel, how could you?" Daniel couldn't answer because every word was true. After that night, everything changed. Michael stopped talking to the both of them. Amara cried every day, feeling like she destroyed the bond between the two most important men in her life. Amara respected her brother's anger and stayed away. But love, true love, doesn't die in silence. Months later, Amara left for university. Daniel was already working by then, trying to build a life. They barely spoke, but deep down, both hearts never moved on. 3 years passed. Daniel heard that Michael was getting married. When he arrived at the wedding, he saw Amara again, standing by her brother's side, radiant and calm. Their eyes met for the first time in years. After the ceremony, she walked up to him and smiled gently. Daniel whispered, "I never stopped loving you. I just stopped waiting." He smiled sadly and said, "And I never stopped loving you. I just stopped hoping." And they stood there for a moment. Two people who loved deeply, but were separated by the line of loyalty and timing. Sometimes, love doesn't end with a wedding. Sometimes it ends with a quiet acceptance, the kind that hurts but teaches you that love really means. Daniel never forgot Amara, and though life took them on a different path, everything had passed by that old street, the old street where everything began. He smiled, remembering that once in his life, he loved his best friend's sister more than he could ever thought possible. Please like, share, and drop your comments on Genuine Love.